Now you're like knocking stuff over. Now you're meticulously looking over the shelves here at Marshall's.
Right. Kids like toys.
Kids like toys.
So why not go through, find them something they want?
I'm gonna right a wrong that I saw last year. I think we had this on the video, where there was like fake ass Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I found a box set of the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I'm writing a wrong this year for Stuff With Us. And it's of course the vinyl Taz. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Alright, what'd you pick out here?
I picked out Mega Bloks.
Why did you pick the Mega Bloks?
Because everybody loves Mega Bloks.
Now, is it truth or fiction that these are just rip-off Legos?
Actually, nowadays they're made by the same company.
Oh, never mind.
I believe. I know Duplo are. I'm pretty sure Lego's taken over the building block circuit, with the exception of Lincoln Logs, which aren't building blocks. They're linking logs.
My dog ate my linking logs.
So, you show me a kid that doesn't like Mega Bloks, and I'll show you a Pinko commie.
Stuff bus is where we live in a parking lot for a week, and stuff school bus is full of toys for the Marines, toys for tots. Pretty easy concept. Bus, stuff, toys. Like that. Year number 7.
And you guys bring out all the toys. We just live here.
Yeah.
People always thank us like, oh, thanks for doing this. This is great. We're just like, we're just living here. You guys are the ones actually coming out and bringing toys.
Yeah.
You guys are the magic behind it all.
Iceberg was fun.
Iceberg, Super Grover, Elmo.
Yeah.
Max Talbot from the Pens came out. You know, he's not as fancy as one Iceberg or Elmo, but he's a nice man. People like Max Talbot, like, even other years, like, you might have your own opinion on Ben Roethlisberger or whatever you may think about him, but he showed up just not even announced, didn't bring news cameras with him, just showed up with his truck that he had, and the back of the truck's just full of toys, threw him up on the bus, came in, hung out for a couple minutes, and took off, you know. Little things like that, like Max Talbot came out yesterday, didn't bring the KDKA cameras with him, didn't bring Jim Locator to record it, you know.
They didn't even bring, like, Penn's TV with
No, just
like
nothing,
that,
just went and bought some toys at the toy store and came out and hung out with us for a couple minutes and threw toys up on the bus, which is kind of cool, you know. You don't see that very often. There aren't a lot of guys who do that.
Neil Walker from the Pirates is coming out Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
I think a Harlem
Tomorrow,
Globetrotter.
right?
Yeah, I think a Harlem Globetrotter's coming out too. I don't know what he's gonna do. Maybe bring a basketball and then do tricks for us or something.
Something else.
Maybe slam dunk barrel come out.
We'll have to challenge him. Tricks. Oh, he's upside down.
Dunk it over the pony.
Something else that's pretty cool is like Sesame Street Live is coming to Pittsburgh, so they'll catch wind that we're doing this event through like console and stuff like that, and they'll end up donating like boxes and boxes of Sesame Street stuff. And like WWE, they for the past couple of years they've always had an event like around Christmas time or like within a month or so.
SmackDown this year.
Yeah, SmackDown this year. Send out boxes of like WWE toys just because they want to donate, and awesome people, you know. It's little things like that that people don't know about that people actually do, and like these big businesses actually do, and that's pretty cool.
Tom.
The amount of local crazy people that just wander the parking lots that you don't know about and never will. Remember, at like 2 in the morning.
Remember Shush Baby Sleeping Guy?
Yeah.
There's this crazy guy for like, he hasn't come out in like 2 years, so God forbid, I think something happened to him probably. There's this guy who would come out who just, I don't know what his deal was, but he would always just come up to us and just be like, he would
no matter what was happening.
Just tell jokes, like laugh at himself, like ha 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 ha, and then he'd be like, shh, baby's sleeping.
And then wander away, like the craziest people you deal with.
There's like this local lady named Vivian who always wears earmuffs and like smokes and stuff like that.
She's harmless though.
Sounds manly and stuff, but always comes up to us just like, what are you doing with that camera? When are we gonna be on TV? Happy Hanukkah. Yeah. She's just like weird too, but local crazy people. But I'm trying to think of like one
thing that sets everything apart.
Completely crazy thing that happens. I think when all the local like volunteer fire departments and stuff like that, the Monroeville fire companies, when they all get together, they get like their all the emergency vehicles, ambulances, fire trucks, and stuff like that. The first year they ever did it, because they used to come out in like different, like here's company 1 came out on this night, company 3, and then they all like would try to outdo each other, and then they all got together,
Joined forces.
and about probably 4 years ago. Probably about 4 years ago, they started bringing out every fire truck and every emergency vehicle like in one drop-off, and they would all come out, have all the sirens on and stuff. So now they do that every year, and it's probably that's probably like the craziest part of Stuff Bus is when they all come out together and stuff like
yearly.
that. It's usually on a Thursday night when it's really busy out here, and then all of a sudden you just hear the sirens. You're just like, oh my god, here comes 2 full buses of toys. So that's pretty crazy too. But local crazies, they're the best every year. Never really had that before, but yeah, like Parkville Bank down the street gave us $500 to go shopping with, and then there was this guy who just sent me a message on Facebook, and was just like, I want to help out with Stuff Bus. I want to make a big donation, but I don't want anybody to know my name. I don't want to know where I work or anything like that. And he wasn't anybody famous or anything like that.
He just owned like his own business. He didn't want the fame or any recognition out of it. He just wanted to do good things.
And he met us at Toys R Us and like gave us a $4,200 check, and they like blocked out an entire lane from us. It was actually hard to spend $4,200 in Toys R Us.
Yeah, it was painful actually.
Yeah, we did about 20 shopping carts full of ridiculous stuff, like full $200 pianos and stuff, and we're like, all right, this is like $4 grand right here. We got like 20 carts. It was like $2,000.
Yeah,
so
go like, back.
Okay, all right. I actually got sick of toy shopping.
Yeah,
at one point. I was like, all right, this is enough.
It was a struggle to find enough toys.
And then some lady dropped off like $500 today. Is just like, just go buy toys with it.
That we took to Five Below though and went nuts. Like,
yeah.
$500 in Five Below is ridiculous.
We never set a goal. People always ask like what our goal is. We never set it because we never, I don't know. Since it's not really up to us how many buses get filled, you know, we just kind of sit out here and we make it, you know, up to.
I think listeners almost take it personal though, like that.
Yeah.
They want to beat last year's total, which was, well, last year we did 16.5 buses, which was ridiculous, but I think listeners more than us have a goal or at least just want to beat last year's total where, you know, if we're out here and we get 6 buses, which we're at right now, that we're fine with that, but, you know, some listeners as the week goes on too, like, will come out and be like, what's the update? Oh, I'll be back with more toys later, you know. So
they don't want to let us down.
No, exactly. They don't want to let us down. They feel like they're failing if they don't beat the last year's total. This is weird. You want me to pull the Shaq Bears pants down?
No.
Cuddle with them?
No. I think we've had the RV for probably 4 or 5 years now.
The first 2 years we did this, we had
That's bad. A little camper.
It was a camper, but it was like one of those pop up. You know what I'm talking about, like the travel camper, pop up tent almost. And it was so tiny. It was like one couch, and it was one couch and like a kitchen table in it, and that was it. And that's all it was. And there was no heat in it, so we would go to Lowe's or wherever and buy heaters, and then we'd end up blowing the fuses. The first couple of years out here was a frozen mess.
There was like no heat in the campers and
it was
stuff.
Bad.
I remember I would sleep with like blankets and I'd have a sleeping bag, like thermal sleeping bag, just layers on, blankets and stuff.
We haven't always had this luxury RV, which we do now, which we're lucky to have.
Yeah. First couple of years were rough though.
Yeah. In those years, like, we didn't have, like, now we have people that donate food, like, businesses and restaurants, like, all of our food sponsored, and they bring it out to us, like, on a schedule. Like, we have that all mapped out daily. Where the first couple of years, it was literally listeners feeding us. So, like,
we'd be like, we need breakfast.
People would bring us stuff, you know. It wasn't always the easiest thing. It's fun. It was fun.
Humble beginnings.
I wouldn't want to do it again, though. now that I've seen, you know, now that we're in an RV that probably costs more than my house. So.
I just farted. Like, when you made me giggle, the fart snuck out. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. It was like felt like a 30-hour rainstorm we've
never had anything like that before, like the rain that we had yesterday.
I think the worst weather we ever had was like year 2. We got about 6 inches of snow in like a 24-hour period.
And we were in that pop-up thing.
Yeah, that was
hell.
Just a bad year.
It was leaking and just bad and
nasty.
nasty.
That was the year. That may have been the.
We did 6 buses though. That year.
That was the second year. But yeah, we've had bad weather, but I think we're like on a pretty good pace right now.
I think the bad weather actually drives people to a point to come out and donate more later in the week too.
Yeah, because they think other people will be discouraged and they need to make up and stuff for that. But yeah, I mean the weather never really. We've never. I think only one year we've had like perfect weather where it was like 60 degrees and sunny. So, I mean, it's gotten better every year, no matter what the weather is. So I don't think the weather even matters to people, really. To be
Sucks
honest.
for us sometimes.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, having to stand out there in that freezing rainstorm that we had. And I mean, it was cool that people were still bringing out toys in the middle of it, but having to stand out there and collect them it sucked. Beat the 16 buses. I don't know what number we'll get this year, but like this year was the first year where it expanded, like where local Walgreens let us put boxes inside their stores, over 40 stores around the area. So if people couldn't like if you're all the way up in the North Hills or someplace far from Monroeville, you can't make it out, you could stop by Walgreens and drop a toy off, and they're gonna bring them all out on Thursday. So. Who really knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, who really knows how many that's gonna fill?
Be?
I don't know what like the next big thing is for Stuff Bus. Like
it just keeps growing every year, though.
Yeah, like we were amazed. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Pine Ridgeland School District started doing like their own Stuff Bus during our same week, inspired by us. And they didn't really tell us about it. They just showed up on Friday morning, like our last morning. It's like, oh, we have an extra bus for you guys. And then last year. They had 2 buses, so just added 2 buses to our totals because the kids out in Pine Ridgeland were collecting their own toys and stuff in their own buses, which is pretty ridiculous. So people are like doing their own Stuff Bus events and bringing it out here, which is awesome. There's people that drive hours to come, to come see us, which is ridiculous. Where it's like almost like their yearly tradition. Like we've seen families that have had little kids over the years, and all of a sudden these kids are like 13, 14 years old, and when they first started they were 6, 7, It's pretty ridiculous. We become part of the family Christmas tradition for some people.
961kiss.com. Pictures, video, bus updates, directions, info.
The whole story of it all.
Yeah, everything's at 961kiss.com.
And if you're on Twitter, FS Big Bob is me. You can follow me, or FS Mikey. It's my friend over here.
Yep, and then, we're out here 24 hours a day, but listen to us 6 to 10 a.m. That's when we have our fun in the morning. It's a good time. 96.1 Kiss, Stuff a Bus, go kids, go toys, and go big giant pink ponies. Oh, he likes you.
Okay, that's not what entirely. Okay, sure. You're friendly. It's friendly.
You're friendly.
It's friendly.
This is very friendly. What's going on here?
This is a good time.
Why do you keep staring at the pony?
This is friendship.
This is my new favorite part of Stuff a Bus. Good friends, good ponies, and soft bed.
Chachi's dressed very professional too.
Yeah.
Khaki slacks.
Yes, because I came straight from
Trash shoes.
I went home from work and didn't change.
Mike's usually used to having trashier men in his bed.
Oh no, I'm pure class, baby.
It's always a gag. You pull his pants down.
Pulling his shorts down. Yeah, Bob took a nap earlier today, and I
Decorated me with
stuff
bears
out.
and
Yeah,
Justin Bieber.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. How many years have you been doing this out here?
7.
This is 7, yeah.
First of all, explain what is Stuff a Bus?
Come in stripping.
Dude, you put him in my face earlier today with his pants down. I lost complete control. Like, really, there's nothing funnier than this.
I'm so recording this.
Dude, turn him towards me. Turn him towards me. Now tell me I just... Turn him towards the camera. He'll pull his pants down slow.
Oh, hello. Thanks. Welcome to Stuff a Bus. Okay.
All right.
We're ready.
Alright guys, we're here, a very sentimental moment with Mikey and Big Bob
Intimate.
of the Kiss Freak Show.
Setting.
This gonna be like sexy porn music playing in the background of this.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Don't
There you
mind
go.
if
Hello, horsey.
No, I want to point out.
Nice.
I mean, this is like you got a mirror going on here.
Yeah.
This is like behind the scenes, because
Yeah.
this is where we live. This
And
is like
also
our-
the life-size Justin Bieber going on over there.
Yeah, life-size cardboard stand-up Justin Bieber, $30 at Toys R Us.
Wow.
That'll end up going on the regular buses eventually for the kids too. So
Yeah,
we're not that weird.
So
Like,
this is
we're not. It's not personal items here.
This
As much
pink
as
pony's gonna go to a little girl in need this Christmas season. That little girl's name is Bob, and he's right here. Yeah, we just bring our favorite toys on